Well, good morning. Welcome back to Alma, Missouri, and the Missouri Farm. It's here mid-November. I am riding Cricket, our final horse to be ridden today. As I ride by here, I just wanted to point out, you can kind of see where the ground is prepped there. The contractors come out and has began the work of putting in our Farmlander shed. Hope to... He was out doing ground preparation yesterday. Today, he said he was going to get the concrete slab poured probably this morning, and then he wanted to have the steel frame up by the end of the day, which is mid-November now. I know it's a little faster than you might expect, but by the end of November, he's going to have it up. So in a matter of couple of weeks. I've got gear strewn everywhere, which is very uncharacteristic for me. We did get the soybean harvest done yesterday, and yeah, it was a bit of a long slog, but we got her done. I got the other combine out and used it over in the other field, and finished up the large field with it too. So let me get Cricket groomed here. Alright, Cricket, where'd you go? That's Roswell. I have too many horses. It is just, it's too much. It literally takes me 40 actual minutes just to get the horses ridden. I wish they had a mod for console that would allow you to have workers do it, helpers. Let me put the tack away. Let's check the, make sure everybody's ridden, got their daily exercise, and has been cleaned and groomed. So in no particular order, because I did this over a couple of sessions. I'm going to try and move a little closer to the microphone. Somebody complained on one of my other videos that the equipment noise was too loud. Of course, there's silence right now, so. Okay. Yeah, everything's fine in there. Let's see, what else did we do off camera? Oh, first things first, I want to show you, I had to take the service truck out to the field and do some maintenance on our original combine. It's actually a newer one than the used one that we bought, but I wanted to show you how much it cost when I took the service truck out there to do some maintenance. So quite a bit. I threw that in there because sometimes I talk about something and I forget it. This is early enough in the episode that I'm sure to see this in editing and go through it at real-time speed and notice it. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say is the bales. So all the hay bales that got wrecked, I got them loaded on the truck here. We'll run them into the sale barn in town and see what we can get for them. You also notice one of the Wilson pace setters is gone. I've been hauling corn off camera for contracts at the end of the day. Still working on that. I'll probably take the spread axle for that tonight. We're done with them for the most part over here. Yeah, we're not going to get out to the woods, cut any trees, I don't think. So let's run over, let's check on the cattle. And the sheep. I think we probably have wool pallets I need to move. And then we can probably move that hay bales. I mixed up a lot of feed and stuff, but I'm sure they're probably getting through it now. So the cows are down to 67,000. So yeah, I gotta get more feed in here. I guess I do have to consider that I'm not just feeding the Angus, I'm feeding the Holsteins as well. And that's why it is going so quickly. I definitely got to mix some up today. Looks like the dairy cows are ready to reproduce. Okay, I got 2 completed wool pallets. Because I did get more sheep. Well, did the younger ones produce wool? I don't know. So I think I'm up to what, 200 sheep now? Yeah. We have births at the beginning of the month, so let's do the wool. Need to start getting the soybean straw off the fields. Then I got to get the manure out of the manure spreader so I can use it for lime. I've got to plow the corn fields. I got to stone pick the horseshoe shaped field. I don't think a lot of this stuff is going to get done this month. Oh, where am I going? Oh, here. Hopefully once that Farmlander shed's built, I can really get stuff put away. I can get all this stuff put away, I think. Anyway, I just ran out of time at the end of the day. I don't like to leave stuff outside. We're going to have a clear day today, so it'll be all right. Then we'll try and get everything crammed back in to the buildings and out of the way. What was I looking for? Oh, the telehandler, probably. So this thing, I can't figure out how to get the fuel out of the fuel tank. I may end up taking the service body off of this because it's really not doing me any good. I put the fuel, I don't know if there's any left in it. I transferred the fuel into my gravity tank just because it wasn't working for me out in the field at all. Get the wool. I have to swing up by that grass field we have over by the biogas plant. I don't know if it's like fully grown yet or not. Oh man. And kind of the northeast corner out there past the horseshoe-shaped field that we've normally been cutting for silage. It should cut that for silage too. There's a lot to get done, which is why we're still getting up early. We got what, 2 more days that we can really work, and then it's probably going to start snowing, and you know how the snow is here on Alma, Missouri. We're probably done trying to do anything in the fields. Let's see. I guess I should put this one up by the headache rack. And go ahead and strap it down so I don't accidentally hit it with the other one. Not sure what time the contractor's going to show up. I hope it's pretty soon. Probably won't notice him too much. And then the next thing you know, it'll start being structure over there. Hopefully the ground preparation is pretty much in the correct spot. Let's see. Yeah. All right, over to the spinnery quick. Lumber and firewood, we got to get loaded up and ready for the winter too. But yeah, we just got today and tomorrow to get things cleaned up. Got to swing by that grass field once we're out there. Alright, we're here at the animal dealer. I think we're going to get whatever we get here for this. So I think what I do is I put unload bales here. What a mess. Getting like $7.31 for each bale. I gotta move over a little bit. Are they? They're not. I think I put them back on and put them in transport position. No, I didn't. Reset. There we go. There, I got them all. I don't know how much money I made. Yeah. Alright, let me get out of here. I'm gonna go by the store. Yeah, it was ugly, to say the least. Never easy delivering bales to that location. I better park around back. So for used equipment in the last episode, we bought the Paralink hoe drill. Come on, dude. Yeah, that makes it that much harder for me. Bought the Paralink hoe drill and field storage container and moved them across the road here, so it's by the corn dryer. This thing is massive. I did not want to get this one. I wanted to get the Seed Hawk, but this came up used, so we're going to be able to get this, buying the seed tank at full cost, be the same cost as buying the somewhat smaller Seed Hawk new for both the drill and the tank. So then we get a few more meters out of it. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. Actually, I'm a lot disappointed. There was a trailer that had a manure spreader option on it late in the day yesterday, and even early this morning, that I was gonna get, because then we could have had 2 manure spreaders going. I could have the worker putting one down and I could go refill the other one. It was larger capacity than the one that we have. I should have called and gotten it, but I didn't. That makes me a little mad. Let's get out. We got to get started on getting the soybean straw baled and get it off the fields. I want to get it off that corner field so I can throw manure down there, because I got to empty the manure spreader. And the problem is my manure plate's full of manure again. Another reason I kind of wanted the other manure spreader. Get out there quick. I'll see you at the farm. Alright, we're arriving back at the farm. As I was driving past the field, I was wondering if I should park down there now or come back. Let's see. I would park down here, but I don't want to be in the way of the contractor coming out and working on that Farmlander, so I guess I'll swing around if I can. Like, where can I be out of the way? Everything's in the way, right? What are they doing next? Baling, right? Oh, so much stuff. So let me head over. We'll use the International. I am wondering, man. How much manure is in here? Not that much, but this is like maxed out again. I need a bigger one. I put that one in because it looked cool, but it doesn't have the capacity to support this cow barn. I don't know if I should put another one in somewhere that I can transfer the manure to. I hate to lose the manure. It's not that level. I hope it comes out alright. I hope it turns out alright, you know? Bring in a little bit of fill dirt, I think. Okay, so I want to pull up the help. I want to make sure I've got 180 bales selected, and I want to reset the bale counter. And then, where's the change bale size? I want 180s. I can't do 180s, can I? Dang it. Thought it could. I cannot. I am stuck with 150s. Great demand at the sale of firewood. I don't know if I want to get distracted from what I'm doing. How much? 844. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, so maybe around lunchtime we'll try and take advantage of that. Hopefully it'll still be around. I gotta get going on this first of all. I mean, it's not that much firewood that we have. It's probably not worth the... probably not worth the hassle, you know? Alright, so let's drop down to pick up. I want to get at least this field done so I can spread manure on it. And that way I can get lime in the lime spreader. Or in the spreader so that I can do lime. Of course, I may want to get like a second load of manure out of the manure plate. Why am I talking? Let me work. Alright, well it is 11 o'clock. I've been doing this a little bit longer than I had intended to, but I suppose that's alright. I'm trying to leave these in pairs. I gotta be careful that I don't leave them too close together, because when the second one unloads and it hits the collision on the first one, it'll kind of send it flying. But they will be easier to pick up when they're together. It's less driving. I might need to maneuver a little bit to get them straight, but when they collide, they end up kind of not being parallel to each other, so you got to be careful. But I don't want to spend the whole day working on soybean straw. So what I want to do is I want to go over, I want to grab the Maxim with the bale spikes. I want to get the bales off that smaller field, and then I want to spread manure on there. I hope it'll empty out the manure spreader. Actually, maybe I want to mulch it first. Yeah, I think I'll mulch it first. So let's see what I want to do. Bale spikes. I kind of need the truck. I don't want to leave the truck where it is, do I? No. It would not be good. That would not be a good spot for it. The progress. I wish the progress were more obvious. It will be soon. Which tractor were we using with the manure spreader? I don't even remember. Let me get the max amount. One thing I want to check on quick is I want to make sure that because the manure plate's full, does it have a detrimental effect? It doesn't. But if my manure in my prices menu is 140,000, that is the capacity of my manure plate. So it's full. Full. That's not good. I don't know where to park the semi-truck really to be in the most efficient position. Maybe the best thing is just move them off the field and into the other one. Bale handling can be such a pain, and so you want to kind of minimize as much of it as possible. It's kind of a shame that the soybean straw bales are really useless for anything other than just selling them. Now they may have changed on maybe a later version of the map. I'm still playing on the first version because I've been unable to update it. I've talked about that before. So let me get the land all over there, and we'll get that field mulched, and then we'll put manure on it, and then hopefully it'll be ready to drill tomorrow to get in the winter einkorn wheat. And I want to get the manure out of the manure spreader so I can put lime in it. Both of these fields that have been corn both need lime on them. And then once they're limed, I can start plowing them. And I'm gonna need to stone pick the horseshoe shaped field because it's got larger stones in it. The other field right behind the stable, I could roll them back in, which I probably will do. Yeah, it's quite the pain. That's a couple of priorities. Well, I got to get the soybean straw off the field before it snows too. But all that's left is kind of the straight back and forth, so that'll be a little easier, and maybe I could even do that at night. I don't know. This is going to affect the grass, isn't it? I don't really care at this point. I just got to get this done. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna stop for lunch today. We'll probably end up eating in cab. It's the way it's gonna have to be, I think. Do our best to try and not mess this up too much. So that's done. Now I got to figure out what am I going to use on the manure spreader. I think I'll use the white Field Boss. I am not done with this, but I am going to park over here. Don't want to add to the clutter at the end of the field over there. So we will just park this where we normally keep it, but we are not done with it. So I'll take the Field Boss for the manure spreader. Take the bale trailer off. So here's the question on the manure spreader though. Do we fill it up the rest of the way? Just to make sure we have enough to get through or get that field covered? Or we more, nah, we will just make sure we get it. We gotta get. I'm gonna fill it up. No. Yes. No. I can't make up my mind. Alright, suspend disbelief, we're gonna fill it. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Now I'm not gonna be able to get rid of all of it. How far will it go? I don't know. I think it's gonna go farther than I want it to. But I wanted to make space to make more manure because I don't like the fact that the cows are producing manure. I got nowhere to put it, so I end up just losing it. It's a no-win situation. See, the reason I wanted to get the other manure spreader is it would have held, I think, 25,000, maybe even more, maybe 30,000. I don't know if it would have maxed out on weight or not, but I would have been able to at least get more manure out of there. And then once I got to a field, I could have workers actually spread the manure And I could have just, you know, taken the one that's empty, taken it back, refilled it, brought it back, start another worker, grab the empty one, go refill it. Didn't work out that way. Yeah, I'm probably going to have more than I need. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah. Dang it. It's just I didn't want to lose any. Can't win. I could spread it on the next field over, I suppose. The reason I want to get this empty because I don't have any other way to spread lime than this spreader, and I need to get lime on those fields that I want to plow, the former cornfields. It would have been better off just leaving what was in here rather than felling it. Couldn't leave well enough alone. Do they have like a double application for manure? Or is it just slurry? I think it's just slurry. We're going to use the seed drill that's got fertilizer in it anyway, so it's a direct drill and got fertilizer, so use this up quickly. Alright, that's it. What am I going to do with the remaining 36%? I think I'll just go over here and start spreading it. Just because I got to get rid of it. I don't think it'll matter that the straw is still on the field. I mean, you would not do this in real life, of course. But we just got to... We have to get this emptied out. Alright, so we got all the manure out of here. Let's go give it a quick wash. Maybe a little quick maintenance, and then we'll get on to the lime. It is getting late already. It's afternoon. I had hoped to getting to the plowing today. I don't know if that's going to happen. Alright, quick wash. We'll do maintenance on both. I don't know how I'm doing on fuel. The lime is going to take forever, though, I think. And better get fuel, too. filled up. Shouldn't do it with the engine running, but 71, 538. Oh, that truck's right in the way, isn't it? Because I need to come in through here to get lime. Move this. Oh, maybe I could back it in and get around it. Load this up with lumber too. We're gonna need it for bales though. We got a lot of straw bales we're gonna need to move. I think that'll be alright. Should leave me enough room. Oh man. That's all I can put in there. I'm gonna be running back and forth the entire freaking time. If I get the horseshoe-shaped field done today, maybe I'll be happy. Get it done and get started plowing on it so that we can keep stone picking on it tomorrow. I want to get this done before winter sets in, but I ain't got much time. Raise that up. It's gonna take me the rest of the day, I think. Alright. We're either gonna go till we're done or we're gonna go till, I think, 4 o'clock. Ooh, it's wider than I thought. Okay, maybe it'll be easier than I thought. It is pretty darn wide. I am going to be doing a lot of... I'm going to have to go refill though a lot. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, so it's 2:15 now. I think I've got this where I can turn it over to a worker and maybe it'll get kind of done. The nice thing about this lime spreader slash manure spreader, well, at least when it's in lime mode, while the capacity is small, the application rate is pretty slow, so it actually does go quite a ways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to a worker. I wish I had a vehicle out here so I could get back to the yard a little easier, but I don't, so we'll just have to deal with it. Not quite sure where to set him up at. I'll just do it here and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it won't leave a little strip. Yeah. Go first person. I'll hire him. I'll get out and hopefully, yeah! I don't want to get that. Hopefully it'll over apply rather than under apply. I'm gonna go back and I need to go buy a plow. It'll get this done a little quicker. So I'm gonna head back over. I'm gonna grab the John Deere. That'll be the quickest. Okay, I'm arriving back at the yard now. It's a bit of a hike. I should have maybe just like had a put the gator on go-to over there so I could have drove it back or something, but we're going to take the 6250R into town. We'll drop the grain cart off here. Oh, you can see the contractors coming along on the building. And real quick, what do I always say you should do before you do any landscaping or place any placeables? Save it, right? Guess what I didn't do? I didn't save it. So I had to spend some time trying to clean it up best that I could. It's not as perfect as I would have preferred it, but it'll do. So learn from my mistakes. Don't forget to save. Trial place your building and all that stuff. Alright, I'm gonna run into the store. We'll jump cut there because I know we're probably making editing a difficult task. Oh, I got my speed down to 6. I'll see you at the store. Just after 2:30, we're coming into Alma. I'll park in the kind of the service area of the store, I think, and then we'll just run in. Alright, so used equipment. That thing is big, but I think it's slow. 500 and it's only 6 meters. That's crazy. I don't understand that. It's interesting. It's a subsoiler. It does fertilizer though. Anyway, we're here for a plow. So here in plows, I've got a couple of mods in here. I've got this 2100 Ripper modified, which is cheaper and would probably be better, and it's bigger. Requires less horsepower, I think. We have the mulch tiller. That's in, it's what? We have it at the largest 4.9, I think. That's 8.6, so that's nearly double. This is what we're going to get. This is the 2730 plow. Comes just like it is. 58,000. Requires 410 horsepower. We've got that with the what, 9RX. And we're just gonna go ahead and buy that. And let's go get it. I have not seen it in other than in the store menu. So I don't know how big and everything it is, but we should be able to get it back out to the farm with this. We wouldn't be able to actually pull it through the ground with this. But that's why I brought it. It's easier than driving that tractor. Now this piece of equipment, it's actually pretty versatile. I don't know if it will mulch the ground. In real life, this thing you can use probably to, condition your soil, get rid of your crop stubble, work it in. You could use it to plow. You could use it to cultivate. Kind of does lots of things for it. But we'll see. So the worker completed his task. So he either got to an area where he wasn't, didn't have good angles and stuff, couldn't see the field in front of him. Turn that on. This is a pretty big piece of kit. We'll get back out there and we'll get him refilled and going again. But I wanted to get into town and get this thing and have it out there on hand. So I'm going to cut through this guy's yard since the traffic was coming. He won't mind. Oh, this thing is massive. But he went over into a field that didn't even need lime. So why would you do that? I don't know. Workers, man. That's what happens. If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. Thanks for hanging out with me here in Alma, Missouri at the Missouri Farm. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. And if you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. What a mess. What a mess he made of all this. Yeah.
PlayStation